I'm Dr. Jim Stoppani, Senior Science Editor for Muscle Fitness Magazine, and I'm about to take you through workout number 1 of my Superman training program. Now be sure to check for all the other content on my Superman training program right here at muscleandfitness.com on the Superman landing page, so you can figure out what rep ranges you're using each week. Remember, the program is periodized, so each week the rep ranges are changing. You start with 12 to 15 in week 1, then down to 8 to 10 in week 2, and 4 to 6 in week 3, and I'm going to be taking you through the week 3 workout right here. But then the rep ranges go back up until you're back at 12 to 15 reps in the 5th and final week of this program. Workout 1 is chest, back, shoulders, and then we're going to do calves as well. I'm here at one of my favorite places to train in Southern California, Metroflex of Long Beach, which is one of the best gyms that I've ever trained with. So let's get ready. We're going to hit the first superset pairing, which is going to be bench press right here with barbell rows done right on the bench. And we're going to go right into barbell row. Just drop it right down on the bench and then get right into it. All right, now we'll do 4 sets of that total. So how long you rest depends on what your major goal is with the Superman training program. If your main goal is to increase strength and muscle size, which this program is great for, then I recommend you rest somewhere around 2, maybe 3 minutes between each superset. If your goal is fat loss, remember doing supersets will help you not only burn more calories during the workout, but also after the workout's over, making this a great workout for melting off that body fat while you increase your strength and muscle size. But if your goal is to really maximize the fat burning, then I recommend 2 options. Either take no rest, just bang it out back to back till all 4 sets are done, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to take you through this workout. Or you could do one of my other favorite methods, which is called cardio acceleration. With cardio acceleration, you're basically doing about 1 minute to 90 seconds of cardio in between every set, and in this case every superset. That doesn't mean you got to go run over to the treadmill. You literally can just stand here, run in place for 60 seconds. You can do bench step ups for 60 seconds. Bring a set of dumbbells over, do dumbbell cleans, kettlebell, do kettlebell swings or kettlebell snatches for a minute right here, so you don't lose your station. And that's really what the Superman program is all about. All the supersets are set up at the same station, so you don't run across the gym. By the time you get back, somebody's got your bench press station. We do everything right in one station, and each superset is the opposite movement of the other exercise. So example for a bench press, I'm pushing on the bench press, rows, I'm pulling. after we do this superset pair, we're gonna move over to pull downs and shoulder presses. So again, opposite motion, pulling and pushing. Let's go for superset number 2. All right, next superset pairing and workout number 1 is going to be dumbbell shoulder press, supersetted with pull down. So again, opposite movements, pressing and pulling. And you can do this right here at the pull down station. If you like to do your dumbbell shoulder presses seated, you just simply set the back of the knee pads of the pull down station high to give you back support. And then you can do your shoulder presses sitting here. I prefer doing them standing, but I'll show you guys the first set seated. And then we jump right into the pull down. And again, do 4 total sets here. Just gonna go right through them. One tip I'll give you is don't worry about your rep ranges on the successive sets. Just make sure that your first superset, each exercise you fall within the range, that rep range for the week. So I'm in week 3, 4 to 6 reps. If you drop out of that rep range as the sets go, don't worry about it. Stick with the same weight. All right, now we're gonna go on, do some flies and rear delt raises. All right. Next superset pair is the incline dumbbell fly with rear delt raises. I like to go with a fairly low incline, less than 45 degrees, maybe closer to 30 degrees. Focus still on the chest, but removing the focus from the delts and keeping it more on the chest, but still hitting that upper pec area. All right, on this superset, you'll be glad to know we're only doing 2 supersets because we're going to follow up this with another chest shoulder superset pair, which we're also going to do for 2 more supersets. So let's jump right back into it. All right, last superset For chest and shoulders, gonna head over, cable crossover station. Gonna do cable laterals, superset with cable crossovers. So again, all right, last superset pairing for chest shoulders is gonna be cable crossover with cable lateral raise. So just do 2 supersets here to finish it up. We're gonna move on, hit some traps with dumbbell shrugs, supersetted with an exercise I call straight arm dips to focus on the lower traps, which is a part of the traps that most people completely neglect. All right, next superset pairing we're gonna do focuses on traps, specifically the upper and lower traps. We already did rear delt raises, which hit the middle part of the traps as well as the rear delt. So now we're gonna pair up the upper traps and the lower traps. We're gonna do dumbbell shrugs supersetted with an exercise I call straight arm dips, which hits the lower part of the traps. And a muscle group that's often neglected. And when you have an imbalance between the upper traps and lower traps, you can get a lot of shoulder and neck pain. So if this is something that you experience, shoulder, neck pain, this exercise is going to make a big difference, correcting that imbalance and helping to eliminate that shoulder and neck pain that you're experiencing. So again, you want to set up your station right next to each other so you don't lose your station. So I'm going to do the straight arm dips right here at the dip station. I bring my dumbbells right over for shrugs, and then I'm going to shrug and jump right on to do the straight arm dips. Now this is a subtle move, but it's a lot harder than it looks, especially if you haven't been doing an exercise to focus on the lower traps. You're basically gonna get on the dip station with straight arms, like the start of a normal dip, but instead of bending at the elbows, you're gonna keep your arms straight. Simply let your torso slouch down. You're gonna drop as low as you can, and then press up by squeezing your scapula together and down. That's what works the lower traps. Hold it up top for a second and drop back down, keeping the arms straight the whole time. It's harder than it looks. Trust me, tomorrow you'll feel it in the middle of your back in an area you haven't felt before. So we're gonna do 4 supersets of these, so go through 3 more. All right, now gonna finish workout number 1 by supersetting calves with toe raises, and the toe raises are gonna work the tibialis, another muscle group you likely neglect. If you experience a lot of shin splints, this exercise will be perfect for you. All right, last superset we're gonna do for workout 1 is we're gonna pair up standing calf raises with standing toe raises. So the calf raises are gonna hit our calves, back of the lower leg, and then the toe raises are gonna hit the tibialis, which is that anterior tibialis muscle, which is on the front of the shin. Now, this is an area that most people neglect. When you have an imbalance between your calves and your anterior tibialis muscle, not only does it hold back your strength, your calves, the strength that you can build on your calves in calf size, but this imbalance can also put you at a higher risk for developing shin splints. So if you do a bit of running, get a lot of shin splints, the toe raises are going to be an excellent exercise to prevent that. And then an easy way to do the toe raises is get a block, or if you've got some thick plates, pile up your plates, and then just a simple kettlebell can do the trick. If you haven't done this before, obviously you're going to need a pretty light kettlebell. This is a 35-pounder, but then you just put your foot under the handle, so the handle's on top of the foot, and then you're just going to lift as high as you can, lower back down. It's that simple. And then switch foot. And just jump right through them, back and forth. All right, that's the end of workout 1. Make sure you check out all the other videos. There's 4 workouts total that we'll have here at gymstoppani.com. And also be sure to go to my training section to read my Superman training article, so you can get all the information on the Superman training workouts.